Hello everybody, it is Coach Bray. I want to first apologize if you feel like you didn't see me very much. I moved over the weekend, so it was a crazy weekend, and for a little bit over 24 hours I did not have access to the internet. In terms of communications, I check them every few hours, the PT messages, to see if someone has left a message. I do not do any VHS work on Saturdays, so if you have an urgent need, you will need to email me on my personal email, and that should be an urgent need. And that is coachnikkibray@gmail.com, and it is located under my profile on the home page to our course. Let's review the first week. The biggest thing you guys learned was how to take your pulse, and I know some of you guys had some little low pulse rates, and I've asked you to maybe even have a parent check it. Really a outstanding athlete, premier shape, tip-top, professional level athlete typically will not have a heart rate below the 30s or 40s. So a couple of you had some heart rates below that. So that concerns me if that's accurate. And I may need to talk with your parents about having that checked out. Typically, an average teenager's heart rate is going to be somewhere between 60 to 90 beats per minute. That's your resting heart rate. You also learned about the three parts of an exercise. You have the warm-up, the workout, and the cool-down. And you guys did a fabulous job in your assignments where you discussed and described. I think everybody in the class has a pretty good understanding of the three parts of an exercise plan or a workout plan. The discussion post, really big and important in our class. Man, you guys have done amazing. I was so impressed with just how well you guys are communicating and trying to build friendships and build this community of learning. So I want to encourage you to keep that up and commend you. You guys have done a fantastic job of communicating, help responding to one another's discussion posts. So continue to be very active and engaged. I know some of you have questions about late work. I know some of you just joined our class. The first 2 weeks I will take late work. So into week 3 I will take week 2 for those of you that are a little behind. Some of you guys, this is your first online course, so we'll be a little lenient, but after 2 weeks, by the time we start week 3, you really should have a handle on how to manage and maneuver in the class. Quizzes, you guys will start to see some quizzes. I really want to encourage you that on the readings, maybe you print those out and highlight and make some notations of some key points, or jot down some notes in a notebook. That will help you to review before you have your quizzes. Okay, so just to give you heads up on that, sometimes those are difficult for students. Okay guys, in this age of texting and Facebooking and everything, we are used to autocorrect. The VHS program does not have autocorrect. I need you guys to spell check. I'm seeing a lot of lowercase i's because you're used to it automatically being corrected for you. I have the same problem, so I had to catch myself when I first started teaching the course. Please use spell check. Anything over 5 or more errors, grammatical errors, you will lose points. I will deduct points from your assignment. So let's do a better job of our writing. You can never be a good enough writer. Take it from me, I'm a doctoral student right now, working on instructional design and technology. So I write all the time. So always work on your writing. And this coming week, you guys are getting ready to talk about how fit you are. And it should be a pretty exciting week. If you look at, you guys are going to be doing some fitness assessments. Take your time and read the instructions, and we have videos for those as well. If you have any questions, let me know. And I am going to probably post something tomorrow about setting the assignment on 2.7 where you're setting a SMART goal. I'm going to talk a little bit in detail about how to do that. Typically, the students have to redo that assignment a lot. I'm a teacher that believes in teaching for mastery. So if you do not earn full credit, I'll always give you the opportunity to redo an assignment. I'll give you feedback and let you know what it is that I'd like for you to go back and rework. Let's see, is there anything else? This is an important week about how fit you are. You really, really, really need to do the protocol correctly. Take your time and do a good job, because we're going to be doing this every few weeks. We're going to test and see, are we improving in any of these areas? And you're going to set goals, and you're going to work on achieving those goals. And there's no penalty if you achieve it, if you don't achieve it, and there's no reward if you do achieve it, other than the personal satisfaction that comes from having worked hard to accomplish a goal. But I think the conversations are good. You guys are pretty excited. I am so stoked about having you guys in class. I am here for you. I am your personal trainer, so to speak, and I'm here to help you in any way that I can. I would like to encourage you guys to mix up your workouts. I know some of you are in season right now, so it's kind of difficult. But if you can do something extra, even if it's walking the dog or shooting hoops with some friends at the YMCA on a weekend, if you do anything, record it. Okay, for those of you who asked me about missing the workout log for this past week. Okay, so you have to do a minimum of 2.5 hours a week and a maximum of like 5 hours a week. So for these first 2 weeks, if you are behind, I want you to do 5 hours this week, week 2. 2.5 of those hours I want you to put on a week 1 workout log, and the other 2.5 hours I want you to put on week 2 workout log, and then submit them in the Dropbox accordingly, okay? And that way you can get caught up if you got behind, especially those of you that just joined our class here in the last couple of days. Okay, I think that is all that I have for now. You guys have done a fantastic job this first week. Keep up the good work, and remember, please print out the overview and checklist every week so you can check off what you have done. Typically, kids forget to go back and finish their discussion posts. You have to post a discussion before you can see the rest of them, and then you have to respond to at least 2 people's posts in order to get full credit. So don't miss out on that easy credit, okay? Make sure that you come back and finish the discussions. Looking at how you're doing so far, I don't think that's going to be a problem. Okay, if you guys have any questions, send me a PT message, put it in the lounge. Maybe other students help you before I get a chance to get to you. And like I said, if it's an emergency, shoot me an email. I do teach school during the day, so I check in on you guys on my breaks, and then I come home every evening and work. Okay, thank you so much. Let's have another great week.